You've been here every day this week, Robert. Think you've got the bug.
Where are you taking the budding Mark Phillips this morning?
Well, for starters, all the way around the world.
What?
Shall we show how it's done? Yeah. Right, facing me. Turn. And again. And once more. And back where we started. There we are, all the way around the world.
Well done, Robert.
Getting more confident every day, isn't he?
And enjoying it more every day as well. He's talked about nothing else all weekend. Keeps on like this, Jack reckons he'll be asking for his own pony next.
I really would advise against that, Sarah.
Well, I've told Jack he's not quite ready for it yet.
Well, we certainly aren't. Robert's our only customer at the moment.
Haven't any of your guests signed up for this, then?
Ah, some have shown a bit of interest, but the gentlemen from the press certainly aren't queuing up to hop in the saddle.
So what are they doing with themselves all day, then?
Well, as far as I can make out, sleeping. Well, either that or eating in the Woolpack restaurant. Oh, you put some lunch on, you can put some on for me.
This isn't lunch, this is breakfast.
What, have you only just got up?
Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to be doing some revision this morning.
We got to set the alarm clock.
Mark.
I didn't get in from the Woolpack until gone 1. Not by the time we'd cleared everyone out and then cleaned up after them.
That's ridiculous.
You're telling me. Oh.
Look, I know you've got this phone bill hanging over your head.
Don't remind me.
But you've got your exams as well, you know.
I know.
They're coming up in only over a month. And when's this art project due in?
Oh, don't worry about that. It's at school. It's all ready.
You still got your revision to do?
I know. Look, I'll do a couple of hours before I go to the Woolpack, OK?
What, are you working there again today?
Well, I haven't got much choice, have I?
Mark.
Well, like you said, Rachel, I've got a big bill hanging over my head.
Why can't I use it?
Because that's not what credit cards are for, that's why.
It's for buying things on tick, isn't it?
Of course it is. Buy now, pay later, that's what it says.
Yes, but not pints of beer.
What if I had a bag of crisps with it then and all? Would that do?
It's not a glorified bar slate, Seth.
Credit cards are usually used for buying big things, you see, Seth, like hi-fis and dishwashers.
Not a pint of beer and a bag of crisps. What would Mr. Turner say?
Well, should Turner have anything to say? It was his idea in the first place.
Oh, how do you make that out?
Look, he's hanging on to our money until end of month. Right, with this new way of paying us wages.
Yes.
Well, I want to hang on to my money until end of month.
Yes, but Seth...
So, if I buy me beer and things with this, I'll settle up with him when he settles up with us.
Seems fair enough to me.
There is certain logic, I suppose.
Hey, never mind the logic. Imagine the look on Turner's face when he sees a till full of credit card slips, all for single pints of beer.
It would serve him right, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah, oh, yes. Yes, I have got that. Right. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, Charlie.
Morning, Alan.
Will you just excuse me a moment? Beckendale Fish and Game Farm? No, I'm sorry. She's not here at present. She's up at the fish farm. Right. OK, goodbye. What can I do for you, Charlie?
I think you've already done it, Alan. I was looking for Elizabeth. Fish farm, did you say?
Yes. Can I help?
Oh, I don't think so, Alan. I just wanted to have a little chat to her about sharks. See you.
I'll swing for him.
Dad.
I tell you, Chris, one of these days I'm going to bury that man.
Look, calm down, will you?
What's the problem? Charlie blasted Emmerdale. That's what's the problem.
What's he done now?
Look at this lot.
They're all complaints, all from residents whose houses overlook the yard.
I don't understand. What's he got to do with Emmerdale?
We've also had the environmental health on investigating reports of noise at the yard. Which means it isn't just a few cranks with nothing better to do than waste a few trees.
It's a well-planned campaign.
Yeah, and there are no prizes for guessing who planned it.
Charlie blasted Emmerdale?
Exactly.
Well, he can't actually do anything, can he? I mean, you do have planning permission for the yard.
Of course.
Well, then. He can huff and he can puff, but he can't exactly blow your house down.
Not unless we're breaking the conditions of the permission.
Which we're not.
Those pony lorries do leave very early in the morning, Dad.
So what?
So they must make a hell of a racket at that time.
Then tell the drivers not to rev their engines so much. That's simple enough.
Even simpler, just to hell with a contract.
What?
It's causing us a lot of trouble, Dad.
If you pack that contract in now, it means Emmerdale has won.
Look, we're not making much money out of this run anymore, you know?
I want you to keep that run going, even if it makes a thumping great loss.
Dad!
Looks like war.
Yeah, I'm getting fed up of being stuck in the middle of it.
Same again, please, Carol.
How are you going to pay, Seth? Cash or credit?
Credit. In my day, credit was a swear word. If you got out on teeth, you kept that shut. Isn't that right, Jack?
Before my time, Seth, I was a child of the 60s. Everything was free. Free concerts, free love.
I just missed out on being a child at 60s.
Oh, yeah. By about 40 years.
Just remember, nothing's for free, you know. You've got to pay for everything in the end.
I know that. My monthly cheque from Turner's going to pay me credit card bill.
Not if you overuse it. Look, it shows interest on that, you know, if you don't pay it full amount.
Go on, spoil it for me. I'm only buying a few pints.
I'm just trying to point out the pitfalls to you. I don't want to see you becoming a credit card slave.
Don't talk daft.
Sign that.
Makes you feel important, doesn't it?
What's the matter, Seth?
That box is empty. You've not put amount in.
Oh, yes, well, I've left it blank in case you want to give me a tip.
What do you think I am? Made of money?
Do I spy trespassers? Over there by the gate.
Oh, they're just some tourists from the holiday village.
What, on Emmerdale land?
Well, it is a right of way. It's one of Joe's nature walks.
All right.
As long as they stick to the marked paths, there's not a lot we can do about it.
So Jack's agreed to it then?
Well, you don't have much choice, really. Anyway, from what Kim was telling me, they're more interested in sitting in the wool pack all day.
Yeah, and all night, according to Mark.
Oh, is that what's wrong with him? I passed him in the yard earlier. I don't think he even saw me.
No, poor lad looked exhausted. Actually, Sarah, I wanted to talk...
Rachel! Quick! It's,
Why, what's wrong?
The sheep, the organic flock, somebody's left gate open and they're all over the place.
Oh, no.
Hello, stranger.
Hello, Mum. What are you doing here?
Hey, that's not much of a welcome. Aren't you pleased to see me?
Yeah, of course I am. Just that you normally give us a call before you visit.
Well, I can visit my own children when the fancy takes me, can't I?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm just off up to see Kathy now, but why don't I pick you up after work and give you a lift to the childminders?
Oh, no, look, it's all right. Alice is going to a party this after.
Oh, OK. Well, I'm here for a few days. Tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. Where are you staying?
Oh, that's no problem. Kathy's putting me up.
Oh, I see. So Kathy knew you was coming then?
Well, yeah, I said I might come and visit you, so she said I could stay. Look, love, I'll see you later. Don't work too hard, eh?
Bye.
Bye.
Where are you going with that?
I'm putting it away.
I've not finished with it.
Oh, Seth, can't you just pay with cash for a change? It's getting to be a real pain, filling out slips, putting them through the machine, getting you to sign them, just for a pint of beer.
I've no money on me.
I'll buy you a drink, Seth.
Oh, thanks, Jack. That makes my life a lot easier.
Archie?
No, I'll get me on, thanks, Jack.
Hey, why don't I get these?
Because, Seth, you haven't got any money.
If I use this to get this round in, and then Jack and Archie pay me for their drinks, then I'll have some money.
Oh, I've never heard anything so daft.
You don't mind, dear lads? You want one, love?
Well, that depends, Seth. I mean, are you paying for it, or am I?
You are. I need money.
Well, in that case, no thanks. Sign this.
Mark, there's some casserole left if you're feeling peckish. I thought you might fancy some supper.
Supper? Oh, it's never supper time already, is it?
No, but it would have been, wouldn't it? If I hadn't come in.
Are there any missing?
No, they're all there.
So no harm done?
I'm not so sure. That wasn't on organic land they strayed onto, wasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it was, yeah.
Well, do you know what the rules are? Does that mean they're not organic anymore?
Search me.
But they were only on it a couple of hours. It won't make any difference, will it?
I've no idea, but we better find out. And someone had better tell Jack. Oh, all right, then I'd better tell Jack.
The thing is, Mr. Turner, I couldn't really think of a good enough reason to refuse him.
Couldn't you really?
Well, Seth is only following your lead.
Ah, that's right.
Holding on to his money till the last possible moment. What did you call it?
I'll tell you what I call that, Cal.
The sensible husbandry of scarce resources.
A diabolical cheek.
Hey, here's one good reason why you can't pay like that.
Certainly, Archie. This is my pub.
What's that got to do with anything?
In my pub, I can take payment in any way I choose.
You are?
And I do not choose to take it like this.
Oh, so it's one law for bosses and another law for rest of us, is it?
Absolutely right, Seth. And speaking as your boss, the lunch break is now over. I want you to go up to the fish farm.
We're going to check my birds this afternoon.
You can do that after you told Elizabeth that I want a word with her.
Sorry. I didn't hear you come in. Have you come to collect an order? Only no one said anything to me.
I'm not here to collect an order, Mrs. Fellman.
Well, if it's the prices you're after, Alan Turner's really the man to see.
I've already seen Alan. To ask him where I could find you. You see, I'm not here on fish farm business, Mrs. Feldman. I'm here to see you.
I'll sue him, that's what I'll do.
Calm down, Jack.
2 years we worked on that flock and it's down the drain.
Jack, it's
Just
not.
like that, because of his stupid holiday makers.
But it's not.
I'll sue him for every penny he's
For
got.
heaven's sake, calm down. Everything's all right.
All right, what do you mean, all right?
Michael's already checked with the Soil Association. They'll be back to being organic in 3 months' time.
We explained to him that the sheep were definitely in their own field yesterday because we checked them.
Which means that they can only have been feeding on non-organic land for a couple of hours at the most.
So as long as we put the sheep back in their own pasture,
Which we have done already.
and as long as you undertake not to sell them within 3 months,
Which you weren't going to do anyway.
as far as the Soil Association are concerned, that'll be the end of the matter.
Oh. It's still the thin end of the wedge, though.
Well, that gate shouldn't have been left open.
Well, what do you expect from the likes of Frank Tate?
Oh, hang on, Jack. Frank didn't leave the gate
No,
open.
they're his holiday makers. And this is just the start. You wait till the whole place is opened up.
He couldn't resist it, could he? The chance to make a little bit extra?
Mr. Aidau,
A
please.
little bit of cash on the side?
I really don't know what you're talking about.
No, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, Mrs. Fellman. I would have thought that after that little favour I did you...
What little favour?
The job offer, so that Turner would keep you on.
I didn't ask you to.
No, but Eric did. And since you and he are, well, how can one put it, intimates?
How dare you?
Oh, not that I wish to pry. It's about time Eric found himself a good woman.
I think you'd better go.
Not until we finished our business.
I have no business with you.
You looked after that sideboard for Eric, didn't you? So you're involved. And that means that it's not just the elusive Eric that I have an account with.
What do you mean by that?
It's quite simple. I'm owed money for that sideboard, and I want it.
But Eric didn't make any money.
Oh, so he says, but I don't believe him. And if I can't get it from him...
Are you threatening me, Mr. Aidau?
Yes, Liz.
Hello, Mrs. Thorman. Afternoon, Mr. Aidau.
I'll be in touch.
Everything all right?
Yes, sir. Everything's fine.
Didn't look like it to me.
I said everything was fine, didn't I? Ooh, it's got its own shop.
Yeah, pretty impressive, eh?
Beckendale's certainly looking up, isn't it?
Well, not everyone in Beckendale thinks so. Jack, for one.
Pulled in at Home Farm on my way up. Tell Nick I was here.
What did you think?
He was a bit edgy.
Well, no wonder. He's working too hard. Alice is away from home too much, and he spends too long every evening trying to catch up.
So, what do we do, love?
Dunno. This way, Mum. And I thought you'd come up with something.
I'll do my best.
Don't tell Nick that I asked you. You know what he's like.
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, Kat, I think he's already guessed.
Thanks, Annie. That was really good.
Oh, anytime. Are you off to work again?
Yeah, bit of overtime.
You look tired already. You're doing too much.
I'm all right.
You look exhausted.
Well, I suppose I'm a bit tired.
A bit tired? Mark, you don't fall asleep at the table because you're a bit tired.
Annie, how many more times? I'm all right. Now just leave it. I've got to get to work.
Hi. What's you dressed like that for?
I'm going to the wool pack.
I thought we were going into Houghton.
Look, Melanie.
See Hook? We arranged it last night.
Yeah, that's before Mr. Turner asked me to work. Look, I'm sorry, Melanie. I clean forgot.
Can't we get someone else?
I don't want him to get anyone else. I need the money. I've still got to pay off nearly 400 quid, remember?
Yes, well, I was going to have a word with you about that.
Oh, yeah? Have you asked your dad after all?
No, I didn't. Because if you ask me, Mark, you're better off not even trying.
What are you talking about?
It's too much. You can't possibly do it.
Well, I've got to do it if I don't want Joe to find out about the bill.
I reckon it'd be best if you just came straight out and told him.
Melanie?
You didn't have much choice in the end.
Oh, is that right?
Mark, I really do think it's best.
Best? Best for who?
What?
Oh, best for you, maybe. Then you wouldn't get stood up on dates.
Actually, Mark, it was you who I was thinking of. I was also going to suggest that I came with you to tell him, give you a bit of moral support.
Look, Melanie...
But if that's all you think of me,
just
then
listen...
we just forget it, shall we?
Melanie! Listen.
Been hatching up a few more plots, ain't I? Whipping up a bit more anti-Tate hysteria.
Now, why would I need to do that when there's so much of it around anyway?
Look, you haven't fooled us, you know, with this campaign of yours.
And which campaign would that be?
We know you're behind these complaints against the yard.
It's a good job there's no witnesses around. I could have you for slander.
You keep on like this, mate, and one day you'll have us for worse than that.
Mr. Turner? Mr. Turner?
The answer is no, Seth.
You what?
No more pints courtesy of your flexible friend.
I don't want a pint.
Seth, I have to pay commission on all these transactions.
Mr. Turner.
And can you imagine Elizabeth's face when she has to process this lot?
She can't look no worse than what she did when I last saw her.
What?
I've just been up to fish farm like you told me.
Seth, you haven't gone and upset Elizabeth.
Not me, Councillor Emmerdale.
Whatever did he want?
Well, looked as if there was a rate set to when I turned up.
But what about?
I don't know. They weren't talking about price of fish.
Oh dear, I better go up there and sort it out for myself.
She's gone off. Minute he left, she jumped in that Range Rover, she had it straight off for Rotten.
I don't like it one little bit.
Elizabeth, please.
You said you wouldn't like to be in the firing line. Then he threatened the audit. Well, I thought that was bad enough, but now...
But there's nothing wrong with the books, honestly.
What's going on, Eric? What has he got over you?
There's nothing. He's just being aimed at.
He threatened me.
Yes, well, I'm sorry about that.
I'm not interested in how sorry you are. I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Well, you can see what he's like. Can't reason with the man.
You'll just have to prove that you lost money on the sideboard, that you don't owe him anything.
Well, how do you propose I do that?
I don't know. Buy it back, I suppose.
What?
Well, then he can see for himself.
Let me just get this straight. Not only have I already lost money on that worthless piece of junk, I now have to lose more by buying it back just to prove it wasn't worth anything in the first place.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, what would you call it?
Actually, Eric, I'd call it you getting your just desserts.
Hi.
There. What do you think of that?
What, all this? Do not leave the tractor units to idle while the driver's loading. Drive carefully, slowly from the yard in the morning. Avoid revving the engines.
The new Tate Haulage PR drive. I've decided it's time to build a few links for the community. Keep the noise levels down.
Well, you are turning considerate in your old age.
I've also decided that it's time to build a few links with my wife. It's an apology for the other night. Me and Alex staying on at the Woolpack like that. Well, go on then, open it.
You really shouldn't have bothered, you know, Chris.
Like it?
I don't know what to say.
I knew you would. So, when shall we go out? You can christen it tonight when we take your mum out.
Oh,
take your mum out. That sounds like a good idea.
Hello, Caroline. I didn't know you were here already.
Hi, Chris.
I've already bought some food. Thought it'd be nice to have a quiet night in.
Suits me, love. I'm a bit tired, I must admit.
Well, no problem, but I'm going to take you ladies out for a meal one night this week, OK?
Great.
And that's when we can christen that new dress of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Oh, no, Steve. How's things?
You got them all back?
Well, it's hardly the point, is it? The point is our organic flock were feeding on non-organic land.
It's not poisonous, you know.
Joe.
All right, all right. On behalf of the holiday village, I apologise, all right?
Yeah, well, that's not quite good enough, I'm afraid.
Well, what more do you want?
Well, for a start, you can give me a map with all those walks you've marked. So I can put some signs up on our gates at least, which you can pay for.
All right, I will. Just so green, I suppose.
What?
The grass your precious sheep were eating? Or has non-organic grass changed colour these days?
We should take it a bit more seriously, Joe.
Oh, come on, Ma. There's a big fuss about nothing.
Was it?
No real harm was done.
No, I suppose not. Joe, I'm worried about Mark.
What's he done now?
He's working all hours God sends to start with.
Well, I know he's got his exams coming up.
No, I don't mean schoolwork. In fact, he seems to be spending precious little time studying. Now, most of the time he's helping out at the wool pack. And there's something else.
What is it?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. But have a word with him, will you? I think he needs it.
There's another party of 4 coming in from the holiday village tonight, Mark. That'll make 3 tables of 4 and 2 of 2. And don't forget the 16 Martians that are dropping in at 10 o'clock either.
Right, OK.
Mark?
Oh,
What's the matter with you tonight?
how many more times, Carol? There's nothing the matter with me. Hang on a minute. What do you think you're playing at?
How do you mean?
What are you doing?
I'm doing something that you've forgotten all about, Mark Hughes. I'm having fun.
Elizabeth, you on your own?
I just thought I'd have a quiet drink.
Oh, Charlie Aindar was looking for you earlier.
Yes.
Seth said he caught up with you up at the fish farm.
Yes.
Wasn't offering you another job, was he?
No, of course not.
And he said he seemed to be upsetting you.
Nonsense.
Is that why you took the afternoon off?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Alan. But that doesn't give you the right to pry into my private affairs.
No, I'm not prying, Elizabeth.
Well, then why all these questions?
Well, it's just in my experience, anybody who rubs up against Charlie Aindar usually needs a friend. And I just wanted you to know I was here. A shoulder to cry on, someone to talk to.
It's probably nothing, really.
Well, in that case, you won't have to take me up on my offer, will you?
But if I do, it's good to know you're here.
Anytime.